Hey, how's it going? Let's see what's been happening in the news. Japan's just been hit by one of the worst storms it's seen in years. Typhoon Hagibis has caused heaps of damage, and tens of thousands of troops and rescue workers have been sent in to help.
Typhoon Hagibis left behind a trail of destruction after a weekend of strong winds and flooding. On Saturday night, the storm hit land just south of Tokyo and moved up north, where it finally drifted back out to sea. The typhoon brought with it super fast winds of up to 225 kilometres per hour. And even though it only spent a short time on land, it also brought a lot of rain. And I mean a lot. Some areas saw up to 40% of the rain they get in an entire year in just a few days. Flooding and landslides destroyed homes and even sent some sliding into flooded rivers. The rain also put trains on hold, and heaps of travellers were stranded. More than 30 people have died, and others are still missing. There's been a massive rescue effort in Japan, with over 27,000 military troops and other rescue crews lending a hand. Even the Rugby World Cup's been affected. Some games were cancelled, while other teams had a bit of a wet start to their training.
It's official, the world has ended. The Fortnite world, that is. A timer had been counting down to something called the end, and turns out the end was a massive meteor destroying everything.
What happened? What happened? Crazy, actually.
Safe to say, fans freaked out, especially when a black hole appeared that sucked the whole map into it until there was nothing left.
What is happening?
The website went down and fans were left staring at this. Social media went crazy with people's theories. Most reckon the game's going to be rebooted with a new map and maybe some new features. Some super speedy solar cars are racing through the centre of Australia. It's part of the World Solar Challenge, where uni and high school students build their own solar-powered cars and race them from Darwin to Adelaide. The sun's obviously super important for this kind of race, but it makes it hard as well because sitting in this thing in 40-degree heat is a real struggle. A few teams from the Netherlands have really charged ahead of the pack with top speeds of around 100 k's an hour. A Kenyan runner has become the first person ever to run a marathon in under 2 hours. That's a huge deal. So we've got that and more for you in sport.
It's been dubbed the greatest but fakest world record. Current world record holder Eliud Kipchoge ran 42.195 k's in 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds, becoming the first marathoner to break the 2-hour barrier. But it's technically not considered a world record because he didn't follow official rules. Other runners surrounded him the whole time to block any wind. A car with a laser let him know what pace he had to maintain, and he wore special shoes to give him an added boost. Still, he achieved something that people thought was impossible, and that's pretty cool. Scott McLaughlin and co-driver Alex Prima have taken out this year's Bathurst 1000. It was an action-packed race with plenty of crashes and a little bit of controversy. Some people reckon McLaughlin's fellow DGR Team Penske driver broke the rules by driving extra slow when the safety car came out. That gave McLaughlin a solid lead, but the driver said he had engine problems. And Simone Biles has become the most decorated gymnast in World Championship history. Biles now has 25 world medals under her belt, after winning 4 individual gold medals on the weekend.
For this next segment, let's take a trip around the world for some big stories about fruit, flower shows, and family. It's the bigger, the better. What's better than an avocado? A gigantic avocado! This record-breaking 2.5 kilo monstrosity was grown by a family in Hawaii, who turned it into enough guacamole to feed 20 people. Yum! The Floriade Flower Show in Canberra is a pretty big deal already, but it's even bigger and better with some furry friends. Pampered pooches took over the normally dog-unfriendly flower show with plenty of walks, dog yoga, and my personal favourite, a Dachshund race. And you might not think bigger is better for the North American wife or husband carrying championship, because it involves hauling your significant other across a grueling, muddy obstacle course and trying not to drop them. Ouch. But the best part is, the bigger the person, the bigger the prize. 5 times their weight in cash, in fact. Worth it? Probably not. Well, before you go, let us know, how did you deal with the Fortnite blackout? Comment below. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on seeing more episodes of BTN Newsbreak.